Hello. Hello and welcome. Welcome to my stream. I'm SolarLoon. I'm an independent game developer. I'm the creator of MasterPlan, which is what we'll be working on today. I'm the creator of Tetra 3D, which is a cool little 3D rendering tool. I am, yeah, I'm a guy who does stuff. So welcome. Yeah, so in the last stream, I was going to work on MasterPlan, but I got distracted by working on this game. And it actually ended up turning out pretty well. Ended up turning out pretty solidly. Hold on, there's something on my trackball here. Okay. Yeah, it turned out pretty solidly, and so I thought it'd be cool to kind of show where it currently is, and then work on master plan. Move back to that. So we have a character who can walk around. This is a 3D rendered scene, 3D rendered world. You can talk to people by left clicking on them. He says, "Hello, what can I do for you?" And you left click, and he says, "It's a fine day." And so now we have a little choice system implemented. I implemented the system on the last stream, but now you have a little graphic that shows you, your options. So you can say no by shaking your head like that, or you can say yes by nodding like that. Yeah, cool. So pretty solid, pretty good. Kind of feel like maybe I should. I'm just thinking about the text like warbling like this. The text on the in the window, it like shifts because it's like moving sub pixel. So I'm wondering if I could like resolve that somehow. Anyway, but yeah, this works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. And otherwise, I've been working on basically a system that allows me to run sequences of events, which I got to this system. I went through different approaches. I thought about different ways to do it. And I think that this solution is pretty solid, where basically you have blocks of objects, essentially. As you interact with the character, he advances through that object list, and then that's the sequence. So it's pretty simple. I managed to get it down to kind of turn it from a relatively verbose language, or a lot of text to type and stuff like that, into something that's pretty simple. We can create functions that basically return either objects that do things, like in this case we say. So that basically is a function that types text and then waits for an interaction. We have choice, which types text and then waits for you to nod or not. And so I created basically this system can take an individual action. So I created an action called a collection that allows you to return, a sequence of actions, a collection of actions. So this way we can do this, where we say, if we type choice, then it basically says, okay, we're going to say some text, set in choice to be true, and then create a gate, which basically says, check to see if either of these options are valid, and if so, then pursue its set of controls. So you can say choice, it's a fine day, and then here's what to do if yes, and here's what to do if no. So it's pretty simple, pretty simplified, pretty good. And then once it's done, it just returns back to the Explorer approach. Previously, I had a coroutine system that I liked, where you basically could run a function and yield from that function to essentially pause and then kind of pick it up later. There was upsides to it and downsides. The upsides were that it was very clean and very kind of almost script-y. But the downside was, with timing, it was difficult to kind of time it because it was running in a Go routine, and that was kind of problematic when it came to, I think, race conditions. Because like even I was using channels to basically like block the Go routine and the main Go routine. I like that idea, but I'm not sure if that would be a problem when used at scale, because I kind of would like to be able to use it essentially for free. But there's, different context switches and things like that you have to consider. You have to consider, like, if it takes, let's say, a hundredth of a millisecond to go from the main Go routine to an NPC's Go routine, that's nothing. But when you can combine that with all the things that an NPC might be doing, or multiple NPCs might be doing, where they're walking around, you might be talking to them, they might be interacting with other NPCs, even if you're not close. They might be playing animations or things like that require timing. So it's like, I'm wary about doing something that I can't really measure and understand, in the small scale, so that when it becomes a big deal, or I'm using it heavily, it's harder to, kind of pin down. And then in addition, something that's a little problematic is that when I was using it, while it worked, it was a little tough to switch between two different routines. Like, in this case, I have a routine for the NPC when he's walking around, and one where he's talking. And it's nice to be able to switch to those, like, on the fly. And when you switch from one to the other, like, you can basically pause one in, by default, it pauses correctly. Because if a routine has a block like this, where an NPC is exploring, he's going from one point to another and then back, he's, walking on essentially a path. If you go to talk to him, it can just pause that routine where he's exploring. And then when you go back to exploring, it will just pick back up. I like that. That's very simple. It's very easy, and it turns, a script execution function, or something that just basically allows you to kind of pause sequences of events, into a behavioral tree. Well, not a behavioral tree, but a behavioral system where an NPC can do multiple things at a time. He can explore and talk. He can explore and then pause and do something else. And you can kind of change how an NPC runs, by switching on and off different blocks, different behaviors. So I like that. So this works really well. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not perfect, but there's things that I like, and there's things I don't like, and I'll try to work on the things I don't like until they become things I like. Yeah. So let's see. Now let's go back to master plan. How about that? Did I? Okay, I guess I did. Me. Okay. Pretty sure I opened master plan, but let me open it here. So today we'll be working on something with master plan. This time for real. We'll actually work on something with master plan. Last time I just got super what's the word? Just kind of lost in the sauce when it came to when it came to working on that game. So we'll run a master plan and we'll see how that goes. As for other news, I've been thinking about my work, what I'm doing. Basically, I'm a data analyst. So that involves making dashboards and doing spreadsheet work and stuff like that. I enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun. But I'm trying to, like, branch out. So I'm thinking about basically making like little business cards, and making a website that has my portfolio on it and stuff like that. So that's just a little tidbit into what I've been working on recently, trying to figure out, like, Hugo and stuff like that for a static site generator, or static site generators, trying to figure out if I want to use them. And I kind of feel like I don't. I feel like after trying them out, it might be better and easier for me to just write in HTML and CSS directly, because it feels like it's more complicated to use a static site generator. If it just feels like you are writing in Markdown, for example, to generate the text of your site generator, but where it puts the text depends on the theme. So now you have to think about what theme I have selected and all that stuff. And then in addition, Markdown doesn't do everything HTML or CSS does. So you might have to still use those, like, languages. So it feels like instead of learning just two languages, now you're learning two, plus you're using Markdown, plus you're using the static site generator that like does things on the back end, and you have to think about which theme you're using, or maybe modify themes because they might have things that you don't want, like maybe a header or maybe a sidebar or whatever. So it feels like it's just overly complicated. It feels, I guess it's just, if you want something that is super simple, then that's what it's for. So it's like, okay, I just want a site where it looks exactly like this. Then it's like, okay, that's fine. But if you're like me, where I'm like, well, I don't want it to look like this, or I want it to have this button, or I want it to be like that, or this, then it's like, well, you might as well just start from scratch with HTML, I guess. So that's what I'll be doing, I guess. Do I just want to switch to HTML dev right now while we're waiting? Okay, I guess nah. Well, nah. Well, nah. Well, I guess I can think about it at the very least. So while this is loading, let me do this. Let me break out a text editor real quick. So what I'm thinking is basically, if I'm going to be doing a data analysis, and again, MasterPlan is compiling right now. So at the top, I'm thinking of, I want a portfolio, right? I want maybe home. I want maybe about me. I want portfolio. I want contact me, whatever, contact. So you have these different options. Oh, is it finished? Looks like it might be finished. There it goes. Okay. So I'll come back to that another time. Basically, I'm thinking that like I have different buttons at the top. I have these buttons basically set up so that they just scroll down to headers, whatever they are. Home is at the top, then about me is about me. Portfolio is like a section where it has my portfolio, and the contact me is maybe an email form or maybe just a email link, whatever. Yeah, that's the idea. So we'll see. Anyway, back to MasterPlan. So this is what we were working on last time. Let's get some music and get cracking. Okay, that's dumb loud. Okay, it wasn't bad for you guys. Somewhere around there should be good. Okay. All right, so let's see here. I feel like I guess that's fine. So the idea is that we should be able to if p.distance is greater than 32 and not card removed from position. Oh, I see. So that was the idea, so that we could like scroll it. Let me think about this a little bit. So you can drag something and then it should sort the stack by where your card is. I think maybe the issue is that the stack... If I remove, oh wait, remove card from stack. Did I ever call that? Remove card stack. Also, can this loop maybe? Let's see. Okay, so I used to call it. Well, why does it behave so weird now? Yeah, what's that? Rearrange stacks, remove from position. Maybe I can't even do this. Maybe like this is just not something I can do. Stack changed. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Run stack rearrange. Oh, here we go. Rearrange stacks. Okay. Well, hold on. Can I do this? I do. Okay. All right, let me start from scratch a little bit because I feel like this is actually something that's not that complicated, and for some reason I'm just kind of struggling with it, or I've just been struggling with it. So I kind of want to like see if I can come at this from another angle, or you know, try again. Okay, cool. So this is how it works by default. So what I'd like to have happen is I click and drag a card like this. And when I do, it basically removes it from the stack. At that point, I can drag it around and the other cards move around to indicate where you can, you know, place the card. Like if I have it here, then 4, for example, moves down and 3 moves up. Or I guess just 4 moves down. And then I can drop it here and it becomes part of the stack at that location. So let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try this a little bit of a different approach. Does this call every... Yes. No, it only calls when the stacks update. Okay. Oh, I could do it like that, I guess, huh? I can say card.dragon cards equals card.stack.dragon cards, and then card.dragon cards. And card set is a map, so that means it should by default be a pointer, right? So then stack, let's see. Card set. Okay, then we go back over here. Okay, so something like that might get us a little bit of a way. Let's see. Right. Yeah. Because the idea here... Yeah. The idea here is essentially we want all the cards in a stack to know that a card or cards are being dragged. But really, we want them to do that even if they're not in the stack. So that's a fundamental problem. It's not about the card stack. It's just cards being dragged. So let's just go back to the page and put it here instead. Then let's go back over here. Card.page.dragon cards.remove. Okay. Dragon cards. We want this. Dragon cards. Okay. If card is not dragging, and yeah, if card's not dragging. If card, let's see, card.page.dragon. Enter is start p.distance. Okay, so I guess c.center distance. And okay. Maybe not. Okay, so something like this. Okay, let's see, display, right. Just do that. Or will that move it? I don't want to move it, I just want to basically imply. Yeah. Let's see if the idea is there. So if dragging Y is less than center.Y, hard direct.Y. Let's see what 32. Let's move LARP towards. Okay, so then. Right. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is an update? Oh, this is an update, okay. Okay, so then we probably want to do it like this. Okay, this is very messy, but let's see. Okay. No, wait. Smooth LARP. Is that in something? Current. Selected. All right. Well, it's here in is current. Why is? Isn't target Y? Hold on. If not, I guess. Why does it do that? Cargo wipe. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm almost there. I'm just trying to understand exactly how this works. Because basically, what did I do? What have I done? Okay, that might be part of it. Let me see. Remove from position. No, that's fine. Okay, we're not using that code. This doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. Use that. I feel like nothing should change. Like that's right, but once I drop it, the card should move back. And for some reason the card is staying where it is. Why is the card staying where it is? If it's not dragging and that's greater than 0. It's not card that dragging. Let's see. Target wide plus 32. Okay. Let me see something. Why is it 132? Okay, so 6. Oh, okay. Does this not? Oh, because it's not. Oh. No, I should. I guess I don't have to do that. I can just do it. Ah. This is weird. Let's see. Do I need to do that? Yeah, no. Why is it not being deleted? Delete. Okay, hold on. Like, is it not being called? Like, am I just insane? Like, why? I feel like this should work, and it's not working, and I'm like, how is it not working? I guess is the question. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so if this is being called, remove is being called, right? So then why is the length of the... Delete CS card, add card, delete card, add card. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, let's do a test, I guess. Okay, so 0 in a card set, you add a card, it's 1, you remove the card, it's 0. Alright, well that's correct. Start. Oh, maybe... Okay, let's do this. Let's just do this. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. It doesn't actually move the cards. Okay, it just looks like it moves the cards. Okay. Now, they should move once, essentially the card would go into that slot, so that should be like there. But the idea is good. So once we release the card, then we just have to rearrange the cards in the stack. That's it. Hold on, let me wipe my nose. I'm a little sniffly. Okay, I'm back. Let's switch up the music. Okay, that might be a little loud. I'm gonna lower it. There we go. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's a little, it needs to move down. Yeah. All right, so if thinner is less than my center plus 16. Well, I guess if I'm going to do it like that, this is essentially the same thing, I guess. So I might as well just do it like this, huh? Oh, something like this. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so let's go back over here. Okay, cool. So get 0. Nil pointer is exception. Why? Why doesn't it? What is that? Center is center. Dragon center is this. Dragon center Y is greater than this. The center Y plus 16. Is center? Oh, the center is the display, right? Oh, okay. That's what it was. Like, finally, dude. Oh, okay. That's what it is. So this should be display center, I guess. And then we can just have another one for center. I was dying, dude. I could not figure out what the heck that was all about. That feels much better. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now what we want is we want to basically only do this if you're actually touching. Like if it's like this, it shouldn't really worry, right? Because it's not gonna touch it. It should only worry if they're actually touching, if the rectangles are touching. So let's do that. I guess it would be, yeah, no, if touching or, yeah, that's fine. That should work. Let's see. With that. Okay, so it does, yeah. I didn't say anything, Google. Let's see. Oh boy, this won't work. Because this takes the rect, yeah? No, that might work. Let's see. Okay. I mean, that's the same as this though. Let's see. Cards and grid, cards and card shape. Grid select. Okay. Oh, it's only it's inset. I see. Cards in area. Yeah. Okay. So cards in area. We'll give it a. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Let's try this just the way it is. See, it's still touching here. Why is it no longer touching here? How am I not touching it anymore? Hmm? Okay, there's some kind of problem there. Cards in area. X, Y, width, height. Grid selection. Let's see. Selection. Wait a second. Oh, that's probably why. That's probably why indeed. Okay. Because I think, let's see, when we lock position here, we round, yeah. That might be part of it. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Okay, so this is working. Now, that might have a butterfly effect, but let's keep going for now. Now the thing that's a little weird here, let's see. So if you're touching and your scenery is less than yeah, I think what would be cool is if it would move down as much as possible. So what I'm thinking, because I think that this update is called it from top down. Yeah, I believe update is called from top down. So, or bottom up. I don't remember which, but I think it's top down. So I think what we can do is, I think we can store how much a card has moved down, and then move the cards down their parents, the one above's amount it's moved down, plus any amount it decides to move down. So it would look like something like this. Excuse me. Oh, this is not even the thing. Here we go. But I think it would be something like this. Really, this should be actually card dot per v dot rec. Okay, then we want it to say target y, something like that. Oh, right above equals card. All right, so something like that. So we search the card above and say, if it's nothing, we forget about it. If it I guess we don't have to do this. We could just do it like this. STR stack above nil, then break. Otherwise, above. Nil, then we break. Otherwise, if they're dragging, so yeah, I'm trying to think about how best to do this. Above equals card dot stack dot above. Let's start with this, like that. So above equals card dot stack dot above. If it's not nil, then check to see if is it dragging? If it isn't dragging, then do this. There we go. That's far better. Move down plus equal that. And then if it is dragging, then we just keep searching up. I guess that might work fine. Let's see. Okay. We don't care if the card isn't dragging. Okay, let's see. There we go, that's better. That also doesn't work. This is what we want. There we go. Okay, that should be better. Let's see. For above is not going to nil. If not above dragging, move down plus equal above, move down. It's a drag break. Otherwise, above is above that stack above. If above it's not dragging. Hold on. Okay, yeah, there's something going on. Going on here? Target Y plus will move down. Move down. Oh, whoops! I meant height, not Y. This is kinda correct. But once we get to 4, it doesn't work. Let's see. So 4 moves down, 5 should move down, and 6 should move down. This 4 moves down by 32, 5 should move down by 32. Car moved down because of drag. Let's move down. Let's see. That's correct. That's correct. That is incorrect. Like, why doesn't 2... Why don't they both move down? Not card dead dragon. I don't know, this feels like it kind of should work. Why don't they all move down? Where above is not going to nil if above isn't being dragged. Move down plus equal above dot move down because of drag. Where above is not equal to nil if not above dot dragging. Move down plus equal above dot move down. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Let's see. How does this work exactly? So that's fine. This is fine. That is not fine. Why is this not fine? Why am I doing that? There we go. Give me more room to think. Okay, well that's, yeah, we already do that. Move down. Down plus equal above that move down because of drag. Oh, I missed a phone call. Whoops. I missed a phone call. My bad. I'll have to, I guess, call them back. I'm so close, dude. Like, this is it. This is exactly what I want. I just need it to work for all of the cards, and then I just need to sort the stack based off of the top card using the cards in this stack. It's just, I'm right there, dude. Let's see. Maybe it's the music. Card that moved down because of drag equals move down. Boom. Oh. Maybe that was it, actually. That's it. Okay. It's not perfect, but this is good. So then all we need to do is just make it so that when you release the card, it basically rearranges the stack. That's it. So let's see if we can do that. Let's update. I don't need this anymore, I don't think. Okay, so this controls. What is above and what is below? Okay. So what we want to do maybe. Trying to think about how best to do this. Let's see. I want to do this like this. I want to sort the cards that are above by the one that is closest to the card, right? So we do this. Oops. Oh, return cards above I. Oh, these are float 32s, aren't they? Yeah. So this has to be float 64. Okay, and then we do the same thing here, but with cards below. Okay. So something like that should kind of do it. And then... But when we stop dragging, it locks the position, yeah. So let me think here. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this. Okay. So something like this to get us where we want to go, more or less, if not dragging. I guess actually we could move this here. The card isn't being dragged. If it is being dragged, this is where to sort it. Otherwise, this is where to sort it. But that's only if dragging. Okay, so something like this should kind of do it. I guess we can just put this up. Okay, that's already up there. All right, so I think this should kind of get us there, where basically if we update stacks, then we basically say for card, in-page cards. If, I guess we have to update the stacks first, then we say if card dot stack sorting y is greater than or equal to 0. I guess we can't do that, can we? Because the y could be negative. Stack sort bool stack sorting y. I guess really if this is true, or I mean, well, that could be true. I don't even know how to. Like these are. Fine, let's not even. Let's not even worry about that right now. Let's just see if we can do this. Excuse me. X. Okay, so then we come over here. Oh, so that is where we wanted it. Okay. Okay, so Oh, that is a way we could do that. Index. This is so bad. This code, I need to rewrite it. Okay, let's not worry about... Well, okay, let me think about the design a little bit more. I'm thinking that basically, if we have a stack of cards, we only really need to have the top card. I guess I should just keep a track of the stacks. There's a couple ways I should have done this, but if card.stack for each and all. This is so bad. I need to rewrite this entire thing, dude. This is like horrible. Okay, I'm gonna have to rewrite this. I can't do this right now because I have to go. But because the way that the stack works, the way I originally thought of this, I was like, okay, well, let's make it so that basically a stack is just a card and a reference to the card above and below. The problem with that is that moving cards around is difficult. Well, I mean, this is basically a linked list, is it not? So maybe this is fine, and I just need to avoid returning lists of cards, which I do a lot. Okay, let's not over complicate it. So once the card stacks have been updated, what we just want to do is basically say if you're the top card in the stack, then loop through your stack and move it down by the previous card in the stacks. Something like that. Let's try that. Let's say previous card equals card. Card stack for each and all. If target card is equal to card, then return, yeah. Target card direct dot y equals previous card direct dot y plus right dot a. Okay. Target card equals a card. Return. Target card direct dot y. Target card. Oh. Okay, so I think it's working. It's just not working correctly. Like, this should rearrange the order, but I think it's not doing that. Yeah, it's still weird. Yeah, I'm gonna probably rewrite this from scratch. Probably gonna rewrite the entire stack system from scratch. That's probably what I need to do. Because I probably need to make it so that any cards point to the same stack. Because currently they each have their own like values. If they all pointed to a singular stack of cards in a slice and we could move them around freely, then you could insert cards into the slice at arbitrary positions, take them out of the slice at arbitrary positions. It could work. It could be really good. So I think I'm kind of seeing what I need to do and trying to determine how best to do it. But it's this problem. I've been working on it and trying to figure it out for a long time, and it's never really worked. Like, I've never like managed to get through it, and I think maybe it's just a matter of me kind of like reapproaching it from scratch, reapproaching the problem from scratch, because the stack system isn't really that robust to begin with. It's not that particularly deep or difficult. Yeah, so I'm working on it. I'll see if I can do this again maybe Monday and see where I am, because I'm close. I feel like I'm close, and I just need to put some time in to like really square it away. But it's been just I have not managed to get make much progress, but that's okay. That's part of programming sometimes. All right, thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLoon. I gotta go. Please check out my Patreon, patreon.com/SolarLoon. Please check out my itch page for MasterPlan. It's on Steam as well. Please check out github.com/SolarLoon/Tetra3D. And my other repos and stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. And thanks for watching. See ya.